I even visit his grave.
Okay, what are you on about? Like, you say that, and then you say he's passed away. What? I didn't cut that out. That cut it out completely. Like, I don't know if you're being serious or not. Like, what? Listen, I love my grandparents. My grandmother's passed away. My grandfather's getting really old. He's not too well. Wait, what am I doing? What? Okay. It's an obvious joke. The cutoff made it worse. I mean, hey, some people aren't... I don't know. Some people are... You never know. Some people don't take it as a joke. Some people are serious about what they say. Okay. Ew. I really don't like E-Start, I'm not gonna lie. I really don't like E-Start.
Serious message now. Thank you, Tobias, for still sticking around.
Of course.
Almost every old League content creator moved on or stopped completely, but you still give us funny moments with you. Thank you, Captain.
Really? I mean, the biggest thing is, you know what I find about... So the thing is with League of Legends is face value, viewing a streamer who plays League, you can say one of two things. It's the money, or it's the love of, like, the competitive atmosphere. Or, actually, you could say a third thing. It's the quality of game. And I don't mean that in gameplay. I mean, like, the universe and all that crap, whatever it may be. The lore. Even though this is my job, I enjoy a lot of aspects about League of Legends to the point where I still enjoy playing it, even if it is miserable at times. You know? Like, you can't just as a streamer, you can't up and quit your game. Like, financially, you will be broke. It doesn't make sense. Like, you have to look at this like a business. It is a business. It's streaming. It's a job. But for some people who, again, oh my god. What the hell is going on? Blitzcube, Blitzcube? What is this? That's so awful. I'm gonna say this. For the people who left League of Legends, I don't think it was necessarily, you could say, oh, the money wasn't good. Soraka's so broken. I think people just started hating the game because they only played the game for the game, right? Like, League face value is how enjoyable a match can be. Are you having fun laning? Are you having fun playing? Do you care about winning? Etc. Although those things are great and they contribute to having fun, I just love Bilgewater. I love the lore of League, I love the universe, I love the characters. So that's an easier way for me to kind of keep playing the game, even if the game isn't as fun. Like, I want to play characters I enjoy. I don't care what the medium is. If I like the characters, I'm more inclined to play it. It's like Street Fighter. I'm only really going to be playing it for, like, Geef. If they ended up removing, in League of Legends, all of the characters I liked, I'd probably not play it. Even if the game's fun, like, I've got to latch onto this game, and it's just... It's the Bilgewater characters, right?
Yo.
So, for people who have moved on from League, it is either complete burnout, or they just don't like the game past the gameplay. They're not really interested in the lore or the characters too much. They just want to have fun. And if you just explicitly want to have fun, League is maybe not that game. Right? So, that makes sense. Yeah, completely. I don't blame people for moving on. Again,
Bro,
I
you
don't
are my
think...
favorite streamer. I enjoy watching you suffer every day, and sometimes
Okay, I'm
you
not
are
suffering.
funny. See you in another
Okay.
50 months, Tobias.
Hey, Datyama, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're always here supporting me. Thank you, sir. I think it's easy to look at League and be like, man, this game is so garbage, it's unfun. But, you know, I don't think that's enough to really want to quit, in my opinion. Like, again, if you do this for a living, you can't just up and quit it. You can try and move to a different game, but, like, if your audience doesn't like that game, you're not going to make money. And if you're a streamer full-time, if this is your livelihood, you can't just leave. You know? You'll have to find something else you enjoy, and then eventually, you know, if people like that, or if people like what you do specifically, that's different. Kill him! His existence is the crime. He's dead. Wait, Cassante's here? What the hell? Don't let him ult you through the wall, because we're never gonna help you. That champ is so broken. How do you even get away from us? He did not need to flash. I don't think he had to flash. Well, no, because not every person who watches a stream watches you for the streamer. Every single person who watches a stream could be watching for the gameplay, could be watching for the streamer, could be watching for the music. I would say the only successful people on Twitch, and I mean this seriously, the only true successful Twitch streamers are the ones who can stream multiple games and still make an honest living. That is success on Twitch. You playing one game forever and having a following, I don't think I'm successful. Genuinely, I don't. Actually, I don't. Variety streaming is, like, the most successful thing, for sure. Yeah, variety streaming. Absolutely. Like, that is when people come for you and not for what you do. Which is, again, you know, everyone's different. You can't blame people for not wanting to watch fucking Barbie Adventure 72 Pony Horse Riding 68. Like, no one cares about that game, but, you know, people are interested. Hopefully more so in you than what you're doing. What Total War Warhammer game? Well, they're all the same game. They're just DLC. You'd have to get all three. Oh my god, this champ is so broken. Dude, this has to be, like, the most cringe lane I've seen in a while. Akshan top lane against Cassante. It's just so awful. Well, here's the thing. It's not that you aren't okay, let me reword this a little bit. I believe true success isn't being popular off one game, it's being able to transcend the game you've been popular off of and just be someone who people want to tune in to watch for you and not the content that you're putting out. Not the games that you're playing. Is it that Kesha's not successful? No, he's built a following on League of Legends. That's amazing, that's great. A lot of people have. But what would Kesha be doing if there wasn't League of Legends? What would Tobias Fate be doing if there wasn't League of Legends? What would any of these people be doing if League of Legends wasn't a thing? Would they be as successful? I'm not saying he's a failure or anything, or like, you know, I'm a complete failure, or any League streamer is for that matter, or anyone who's ever streamed one game. But like, you really are, in my opinion, a real streamer if you're doing variety. That guy just kind of got gapped, to be fair. Oh my god. Run, that was so garbage. I should have flashed the wall. I like how Tobias thinks. I've got a brain. I've got a brain. You know what's interesting, though? Here's the thing. When you become a streamer, you don't necessarily think of, I want people to watch me. I want to be known for something. You just kind of stream what you enjoy. And if you find a following out of that, that's great. But, like, I don't think... For me, I'm going to say, speaking from experience... When I got into streaming, I just wanted to teach people how to play TF. I wanted to show people how to play TF and what TF was about, and oh my god, you know, hey, I can help you out with your gameplay. That's initially what it was. And that's cool. And realistically, over the years, the only reason I've ever been considered only a League streamer is because the only game I liked was League. So I can't look back at myself and say, man, I'm a complete and utter... worthlessness, you know, like, failure in that regard. Like, I never tried to branch out, or I never did any of this. The only game I cared about was League. So, in a way, I can't really hate myself for that. Because not everyone likes multiple games. A lot of people who play League are only addicted to League, you know? You've maybe got a few other games you can play, but... I think League's kind of one of these games that, like, a lot of people get hooked on. And it's hard to kind of break out of that. Bro, it's so cringe, though. I mean, he's so... How is he so fed? He's got, like, 8 kills before he killed me there. How? You know what? It's probably the Soraka bullshit early game. Sitting mid, literally perma-healing everyone. Unfortunately. I don't know how he got that many kills, like, at all. Well, I would say... Well, see, that's you, but that's not everyone. The vast majority of people who watch League streams don't care about anything else. They're very, like, League-oriented. So, it is what it is. Look at Casante's build, how cringe, and he still destroys me with no counterplay. Awful champ design. Terrible. How is that even fair? Wait, it's not. That's why we can't have that conversation. It's just not. Like, what? Well, I mean, I don't want to say anything ill of any streamer because I don't have anything against any streamer, but, like, when it comes to personality, it's... and how people view you, right? There will always be an audience for everyone. You can have literally a guy who sits there and talks once per year, but you'll still have people want to watch his gameplay, right? Like, even if you don't like a guy, like, okay, you said Double Lift. You said, oh, his League stuff is great, but when he plays a different game, it's not as fun. Whatever, right? Subjectively, you can say that. There's no objective opinion about that because entertainment is always subjective. But, like, different people, different interests, man. I think that's really what it is. Like, I can't really sit down and watch League streams. It's not something I enjoy watching. You know, sometimes I'll tune into, like, T1 or I'll put, like, the Bouse on for 2 minutes or something, but I'm not really... As someone who plays this game all day, I don't want to watch more of it all day, you know? Like, what I watch on Twitch usually is I'm sometimes sitting around the Warhammer section, watching people paint or, like, whittle away at a piece of plastic. That's kind of what I'm fucking with right now. But, you know, whatever it may be, entertainment's entertainment, and everyone's entertained differently, you know? Some people like people who don't speak 24/7. Some people who play games and yell 24/7, people just want to see, whatever it may be. Yeah. Entertainment's just...
I am curious, Tobias, even though it's a long time ago, are there any regrets from you revealing your face? Maybe your anonymity? Or would it even be possible to be a long-lasting League streamer without showing their face?
I just become a VTuber. One of the most... In today's times, way back when VTubing wasn't a thing, if you want to make... You want to be business, like, savvy? Be a VTuber. That is a way to make so much money. If you can become a VTuber and people really, really like you, that is like... That's parasocial city, brother. That's like big news. But, I mean... Not really. I don't really regret anything, mostly. Just because you learn as you grow. I don't think it's fair to look back on your life and be like, man, I was so stupid, I was this, I was that, because you just didn't know any better. Maybe if you did know, but you still acted on it, that's different. But, like, if you straight up didn't know, and as you over the years grew as a person, oblivious, but you just kind of went with it, you can't really be mad at yourself for that. You just wouldn't know. How can you be mad at yourself for not knowing anything? You know? So I don't really look at my past life or, like, the years I've gone through and say, damn, unlucky. You just say, oh, learning experience. Big learning experience. Hydrogen, yo, buddy. Yes, the old GP people. The old GANGPLANK folks from around the world. This champ is so overpowered, dude. What even is that, man? And you say the game does not play for you unless you play Cassante, and then it does play for you. Well, I don't really know. So, I mean, I've played single-player games. I will be playing another single-player game soon. I just want the cannon. Let me die in peace. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I mean, we're going to be playing Dead Space 2 soon. We finished Dead Space 1, the remake, and that was cool. And I said, you know what? Why not? Let's just replay Dead Space 2. That's the idea. Soon, but, like, putting that into YouTube content, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. You need to... Okay. Putting any, like... It's hard to justify doing things on YouTube when you do something full-time. Like, you can invest and put, you know, oh, let's make a YouTube channel based on variety. Let's do this, let's do that. But with the amount of work you put into it, it may not be worth it. And so all of that investment with time, money for editors, this and that, it could just all kind of fall flat. I mean, you'll never know unless you try it, right? So, like, you could start and be like, okay, we're going to play this game and post it to YouTube, and if it does great, we'll continue. That's fine. If it doesn't, stop it. It's just right now I don't have the time to do anything like that, you know? Oh, you want full VODs. Oh, that's easier. Yeah, you could download the full VOD and put it on YouTube. Yeah, you could do that. Like, yeah, I thought you meant big content. Big content's different. That's a hard one to do.
If there is one single thing you could bring back from the old years of League back into modern League, what would it be?
Runes and Masteries. That's not even a question. Runes and Masteries. Because Runes and Masteries added depth to this game. There was so much uniqueness to the system that, like, every game was brand new. I loved it so much. It was one of the best systems they got rid of, and it was so sad when they did it. Yep. Dude, nobody... If you grew up playing League of Legends, and I mean, like, old League... Good. It's just, like, League of Legends as a game can get very stale, as can most things. But the rune system with the masteries always made it exciting, it always made it brand new, it always made it fun. Because every single game you got into, you could experiment, you could try new things. Well, whenever they decided to get rid of runes and masteries is when old League of Legends kind of died out. That was the last straw for, like, old League. Why is that a thing? I mean, maybe. Honestly, uploading VODs, I won't be doing it myself. I don't have time. I can maybe reach out and just see if someone wants to do it, but I don't want to, like, put any... I don't want to put much into it. If it's just a straight VOD to YouTube, that could probably be done, sure, yeah. That was a pretty big barrel. Thank God for the crit. Very good. Mochi compilations. Well, you know why people take those VODs and upload them is because they try to make money off people. That's what they do. They literally try and, like, hang on. They find a streamer, and they're like, you know what? This guy doesn't really regulate most of this stuff. Let me just take his VODs, upload them, and put ads in them, and I'm gonna make money. That's the reason they do it. Some people don't do that, and that's cool. But, like, that's not good. You don't take other people's content and re-upload it and say, oh, don't worry, we can make more money out of it. Like, you know, if you put a bit of editing work and stuff into it, that's a bit different. Like, I can understand, you know, a bit of a hustle there, but, like, with low effort, let me just yoink your shit and make money, that's pretty lame. Low effort crap like that is not appreciated. Please. Oh. It's just warded? It's just warded? Or actually, no, it wasn't even warded. It was like, the Baron minions went out, and then she was top lane, I guess? I don't know. Oh, well. Sorry. Holy, my team is winning and I'm not even paying attention. What the hell? What the heck? Dude, one of the cringiest champs is just straight up Soraka. It's low effort, high impact. It's so awful. Remember when Soraka used to be able to give you mana? That was even worse. Oh my lord. Good. Is the HelloFresh stream done already? No, we're about to look at it. By the way, no, there was no cooking stream, not today. Me and Ivana. Okay, music goes off. Music is off really quickly. So what ended up happening was our HelloFresh box arrived, and we made some food. Okay, made some food. And, what I need to be doing is let me show you what we made real quick, okay? Made some delicious food, tasty food, the bigliest food we've made. All right, so, really quickly, me and Ivana made food last night. It was very delicious, okay? It was let me just show you everything. Let me explain it, and then I'll even go on the website and order my next box of food that we're gonna be cooking.